Morning.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, good Friday morning. We are telling you exactly what's happening all around Acadiana in all preparation for some amazing things that's going on. Now in your morning cup of Joe, we'll be talking about this right here, Teen Code, a rock star's life, all in preparation for National Youth Week. So we're going to be doing a lot of information in your morning cup of Joe in just a couple of minutes. Now remember, if you have any type of event in your community or your area that you would like spotlighted and let the community know what's happening, you can always send me an email. That's at jsam@kadn.com. Now, of course, I'm going to have all the information about these amazing events in just a couple of minutes on your morning cup of Joe. We're going to go ahead and send on back to you guys in the studio. Well, talk about the summer is here, and you know what? We're talking all about those kids being out of school, but also celebrating them as well, getting ready for National Youth Week. And I have a very special guest for you guys to talk all about that and her book that we're going to be getting into, Miss Laura Hoff, all to give us the information that we need about this amazing book, Teen Code, A Rock Star's Life, and National Youth Week. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And you've come all the way from Dallas, right? So you're coming all the way from there to give us the information that we need about this here. So let's get into National Youth Week. For people who are not familiar with it, tell us some information about it.
Sure. So we have a National Cookie Day, we have a National Butterfly Day, but we don't have anything for our youth. So we are actually launching it. We are super excited. It's based on 4 pillars: achievement, teamwork, innovation, and community service.
Absolutely wonderful. And we speak on community service all the time. We are focused on family and the community. And this here just goes right back into our motto, into our mission. Why do you think it's so important that we focus on our youth and make sure that they're in a positive environment? Because I know there's a lot of events that happen through this week that are focusing on youth positivity.
Yes. Well, as our shirts say, stop killing our youth. One of the common causes of death is actually homicide. So we believe when youth get engaged, when they get connected to something, even if they're struggling with something, they have that support. So we actually are working on an app called Case. And so we're asking young people to state their case. So 3 factors that lead to homicide: conflict, anger, self-esteem. I believe that it's not that youth don't want help. Sometimes they don't know they have a problem, or they don't know where to get the help. So being connected into the community, being connected into some tools that can help them, we believe it's going to turn around our youth.
Absolutely amazing. And you're seeing all the information there on how you can connect with Miss Laura to get more information about National Youth Week. But you also want to know exactly all about the book here, Teen Code, A Rock Star's Life, which is what we'll be talking about in our next segment of Morning Cup of Joe. We're going to have you stick around with us a little bit longer, and we're going to give them just the information they need. Now, we're also going to have this information on our website, kadn.com. But for now, we're going to go ahead and send it over to a quick break, and we'll be right back with much more News 15. Well, welcome back here on this Friday morning for your News 15 Morning Cup of Joe. We're talking all about youth, the community, and we want to talk about teens right now. We have the author of the book right now, Teen Code, and we cannot wait to get into this here. It's called A Rock Star's Life, and we've talked about the book a little bit earlier with Ms. Laura to tell us exactly what all it consists of. And there's some great things in here for our youth in the community. So let's get right into it. Tell us all about the book.
Sure. So the book is just that, a rock star's life. Whatever our young people are facing or doing, we want to give them the tools to be able to make it happen. So the book focuses on self-esteem, it focuses on anger, it focuses on work, and what it does is each young person represents a code.
Wow. And you talk about these codes throughout the book. The codes you go through: work, money, bullying, sex, games, friends, respect, anger, love, and honor. And this gives parents a guide to talk about with their kids and really give that information that they may need as well.
Absolutely. In the beginning of each chapter, the young person focuses on what they have in that, in terms of friends, right? So in the beginning of Friends, it says, I thought I'm supposed to do everything that my friends want me to do.
Right.
Well, that's getting old quickly.
Yes,
and
it is.
So what does the book say? Like, what can I look at, you know, in terms of a friend? And it answers in tweets. So it's small, digestible information that our young people are desperate for.
Absolutely amazing. Now, what made you write the book here, and what made you get into making sure that we have this available to the community?
So for the past 15 years, I've been mentoring and raising young people and realizing that they need some advice, right? Just simple things. It's not, overly overwhelming, just simple advice to make it through it. And even us adults, right? Sometimes we need those small, digestible pieces of information. But, just what does it say about this? Because I have questions. And I always use the example, when I used to counsel young people, is like, if you're sitting on a boat and you're with your friend, you keep asking your friend, what should I do? You're both in the boat. You need to ask somebody that's on the shore. How do I get to the shore? Don't keep asking the person in the boat.
You have to find that leadway. You know what? I love this here. So now, for other people to get the information really quickly, where can we go to find out this information?
Sure. So it's Amazon. We're on iBooks. We have it on our website, www.nywusa.com.
Absolutely amazing. You know what? We're going to be sticking around with Ms. Laura to tell us all about National Youth Week and more of this amazing book right here in just a couple of minutes. Right now, I hear you guys have also a special guest in the studio. We're going to go ahead and send it on over to you guys. Well, welcome back, you guys, here on News 15 for your morning cup of joe. We've been talking all about our motto of what we're focused on here, family and the community. We're telling you all about Teen Code, a rock star's life, and about National Youth Week, the campaign that's going to be kicking off as well. But right now, we want to talk more about the book here. We told you a little bit earlier about how this can help the children and the youth in the community. Now we want to talk exactly about how it can help adults with Ms. Lori Hoff, the author of the book here, coming all the way from Dallas, Texas, to join us and tell us all about this great information. So let's dive into it. How can this help adults?
So, have you ever felt as an adult, I can't connect with my teen. I know they're facing things. I don't really know, how to start the conversation. This is that conversation starter. This is that bridge. It deals with tough subjects, self-respect, bullying, anger. These are subjects that you don't just come out and say, hey, are you having an issue with this? But say, you know what? I got this great book. Why don't we check it out together, right? And why don't you tell me what you think about this? Or have you had this experience?
Yes. And I think a lot of parents are afraid sometimes to get to that information or get to those topics and those lectures. But this book gives them exactly what they need to know, and some different inspirational quotes in there, different topics to talk about, different questions to ask. Everything is in here in the book for them. So this is like a guide, a parent guide to knowing and understanding your teen or your youth. I absolutely love this here. Now, tell us about how long did it take you guys to create the book here and get all this information jam-packed in it?
So that's a great question. I've actually had this idea for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So one of those things where you procrastinate, and then Twitter came out, and it was like, oh man, I'm talking tweets like that is my life. And so we were, of course, behind the curve with that one. But so we've had the idea for 10 years, basically have raised and mentored young people for 15 years, and taken that information, put it in bite-sized, digestible information that you can get, understand, even read the book as a parent just yourself, or as someone who supports teens counselors. And get a chance to be able to have those conversations.
Absolutely wonderful. And you know what, you guys, we're going to be speaking much more about the book and a very important challenge that we want to talk about as well with Ms. Lori in just a couple of minutes. But right now, we're going to go ahead and send it over to a quick break. But we'll be right back with much more News 15. Wrapping up the 8 o'clock hour to start your Friday morning. We are out here this morning for News 15, out here in Lafayette, talking all about National Youth Week and, of course, the book we've been telling them all about, Teen Code, with the author just giving us all of what we need, Ms. Lori Hoff. Give us the information about the Parent Challenge. That's what we're excited about now.
Yes. So we are super excited. You've heard of the water challenge, the ice bucket challenge. So, I have this phrase that says the single most thing threatening our country is not the war, is not the wall, it's a lack of parenting.
Right.
So we are asking our parents to step it up. And we're not asking them to do that without giving them the tools, right? We realize some people are like, I have this person, what do I do?
What do I need? Exactly.
Exactly.
So this is great. So what do they need to get through what they have to get through?
So during National Youth Week, we have an innovation lab, we have an achievement celebration, and we have toolkits right on our site. So basically, you just go on www.nywusa.com.
Yes.
Click on toolkits and it will walk you through exactly what to do.
Really, really simple, everyone. And this is something really great that you're doing, not just within your organization, but for families and communities and youth out there. What made you work on this mission and get this mission to push it out to the community?
Absolutely. So when I was young, I was just in a dark place. My father was bipolar schizophrenic. My grandmother was spending time raising me. She was actually killed in a car accident at 14. And so my mother was dealing with, you know, the abuse from my father. So this is situations everyone faces every day. Mom's working 2 jobs. Maybe dad's not around, you know, maybe dad's working 2 jobs, and, you know, and we just don't have the time that we used to have. And so our young people are left frustrated and angry and feeling left alone. And I lived in that space for like 5 years.
Wow. And now you've taken all what you've learned, put it into a book, put it into this organization, and getting it out there for everyone else to get and enjoy. National Youth Week, Teen Code, everything can be found on their website. I'm telling you guys, she came all the way from Dallas, Texas to give us this information this morning. So thank you so much for being here with us all this morning. And we really appreciate all of the support and the work that you are doing right now. Okay, you guys, to find out all the information about the National Youth Week as well as Teen Code, you can go ahead and visit their website as well as our website. We're going to have all the information up for you at KDN.com. Again, thank you again. And of course, we're going to be giving some more information with a special guest in the studio I hear you guys have. Good morning.